Hey guys, I'm Nick Wallace, the sports director for Amherst LSSE. Today we have another sports tutorial video for you guys, and we're going to be focusing on tennis and some tennis drills for beginners and kids. I myself am a old beginner, that's what I like to call it, and the drills that we learned here today are from Coach Jamie Morrell. A lot of you guys know Jamie. He's fantastic, runs a lot of our tennis programs in the fall and also in the summer. So if you're interested in some of the stuff that you see here today, definitely check that out over at lsse.org and sign up for his programs. So to start, we're really not going to be needing the racket for this first one. This is, again, a warm-up for kids. What you're going to want to be doing is just bouncing the ball, catching it with your off hand. So I like to hold the racket in your dominant hand. My dominant hand is my right hand. And then with the off hand, you're just going to be bouncing it and catching it. So this is pretty important for hand-eye coordination. So obviously, if it helps you to hold that racket like you would be in like a game or a drill, that helps, but you're just going to want to do this for a while once you get comfortable. And now once you get comfortable doing that, what we're going to do is called the trap. So you're just going to bounce it and then trap it against your racket. Now this is important too, because in a lot of drills when you're warming up, you're going to want to control it. Sometimes the ball is going to be coming in pretty fast. It'll help to trap it like this, and it practices getting the racket involved as well. Another good point, guys, if you make a mistake anywhere along the way, just feel free to keep on going. Like I said, I am a beginner, so I'm sure you'll see me mess up at some point, but just keep on powering through. Focus on doing it to the best of your abilities. Alright guys, so for the next drill that we got here, this is a fun one that I'm sure all of you have played at some point, is we're just going to see how many times we can bounce it consecutively on this racket here. So you're obviously going to want the racket in your dominant hand, tennis ball in your off hand, and just start like this. Now a lot of the time it'll be tough, you'll be kind of going high and then low, but the important thing is to try and keep it at the same height. That'll make it a lot easier too, and then just be as consistent as possible. And once you get pretty comfortable doing that, you can try and have a little bit of fun with it. Flip the racket under each one. Helps with the hand-eye as well. Just a fun little thing you can do. Oh, there's the first mistake. Now a fun little thing we'll do with this is if you're doing this drill at home, I want you guys to comment down below how many you got in a row. I'm sure you just beat me pretty easily, but that'll be a fun little game we'll have with this as well. Now, if you want to get creative too, now this is obviously isn't a necessity because you shouldn't really be having it, the racket in your left hand at any point in the game, but if you want to try with your left hand as well, this helps out with the hand-eye. Certainly going to be a lot more challenging. Got to get my rhythm here. Then maybe I can flip it a little bit, maybe not. But I'll be very impressed you guys can get, say, 50 of these in a row. Okay guys, so one of my favorite drills that we haven't talked about yet is called racket dribbling. So for this drill, similar to the last one, you're going to start with the ball in your non-dominant hand, racket in your dominant hand. You're just going to bounce it like this and try and dribble it off the ground like this. So you're obviously going to need a pavement or concrete, a nice even surface for you to try and practice this. And you just want to see again how many you can get in a row without making a mistake. So it's really tough. One little tip for you guys is to not try and really hit it into the ground, because the faster you go, the easier it's going to be to lose control of the ball. Just want to keep hitting it like this. Maybe try moving around while you do it. That's a little fun thing you can add as well. And the same as the previous drill, if you want a challenge, you could always switch to your left hand and do the same thing here. And I'm using mostly my wrist here, not a whole lot of arm. You just want to be light and easy, because the second you start really hitting into the ground, it's going to be really easy to lose control.
Go.
All right, guys, so the last drill that we have for you today is a fun little challenge drill where all you're going to need is the racket, the ball, and then I'm using a bucket here, but you could also use like a hula hoop, maybe some chalk, and draw yourself a little target to aim at. You don't necessarily need to have someone rebounding for you, but in this drill I do. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start really close to the bucket or your target, and you're gonna hit it underhand and see how many times you can get it in that bucket. With every hit that goes in that bucket, you're gonna take one step back and see how far you can go. So we'll get started here. This is a really tough one. It's harder than it looks, so. Now again, I like to use a nice underhand hit. But if you guys are more comfortable doing like a backhand or maybe even overhand, once you get a little bit better at it, that's fine too. Oof. Brutal. All right, one more of these, I'm gonna be really happy. Come on, rebounder. I'm gonna make one more. All right, last try. All right, last try for real, I mean it this time. All right, well, you guys get the idea. It's a fun drill to do. Maybe make a bigger target or have a bigger bucket. But thanks for you guys for watching. If you guys are interested in checking some of these drills out in person, sign up for Coach Jamie's tennis instruction over the summer and into the fall, and hope to see you guys soon.